Hello everyone and welcome to my Big Bold 2.0 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Trust runs into Finn, and Brooke learns Steffy undermined her girl at Forrester manifestations. In the plan office, Trust inquires as to whether Steffy has quite recently compromised her. Steffy says it's an admonition. This is definitely not a game, this is her life and her loved ones. Absolutely never ponder going too far with my significant other once more, or your line is gone. Trust moans that how she managed Finn was reprehensible. Steffy revises, to Finn. How you treated Finn. Finn needed no piece of that kiss. Trust has made numerous expressions of remorse. Steffy doesn't require conciliatory sentiments, she wants her to not become Brooke 2.0. Don't bother my better half. In the fundamental office, Brooke wants to find out whether Edge would have upheld Steffy unloading Trust's line. He says he'll continuously uphold what's best for the organization. Taylor steps in and advises Brooke to simply be cheerful and let her and Edge complete their obligations. It's not up to her to scrutinize Steffy's choices. Brooke contends that she works there. The main individual who ought not be tolling in is her. Taylor is basically requesting that she regards Steffy as co-chief. Brooke reminds her she commended her choice. In any case, she's back on the chief and Steffy needs to begin regarding her and Trust. Edge tells the ladies they all need exactly the same thing, what is best for Steffy, what is best for Trust, and what is best for the organization. Brooke gives Steffy praise for not cutting expectations line. Taylor thinks Steffy showed gigantic restriction given Trust kissed Finn. Brooke says Trust is contrite and it will not reoccur. Taylor gestures, it better not. She's not persuaded Trust has picked up anything. Brooke says her little girl realizes it was off base. Taylor contemplates whether that is sufficient to hold her back from doing it again. In his office, Finn murmurs and puts his pen down. He sees his wedding photograph and blazes back to tracking down Steffy in the enclosure in Luna's condo and liberating her. He grins pondering their gathering. RJ thumps and comes in. Finn says thanks to him for stopping by. He's been worried about him and needs to realize how he's doing after everything with Luna. RJ values his anxiety. Scouring his neck, he says he's been attempting to understand all that she did. Finn notes they might very well always be unable to deal with Luna's activities completely. RJ is simply appreciative Steffy wasn't one individual who passed on. Finn is happy he had the option to arrive in time. There's nothing he wouldn't do to protect Steffy and the children. Finn reviews that he had an inclination Steffy required him. He's never had a bond with anybody like this previously. RJ desires to find something to that effect one day. Finn guarantees him he'll find somebody who merits him. RJ will zero in on family and work, that is all there is to it. Finn comments on him being half Logan and half Forrester. RJ laughs that it's harsh working when they don't get along. They're both happy that Steffy didn't cut Trust's line. Finn wants to accept that one day they'll move beyond their disparities and acknowledge they share more for all intents and purpose than they understand. RJ trusts so. They shake hands and RJ leaves. In the plan office, Brooke strolls in on Steffy telling would like to think not to kiss Finn once more. Brooke shouts, this once more? You truly need to drop it, Steffy. Trust committed an error. She crossed a limit. She said she's grieved and Steffy ought to quit tossing it right in front of her. Steffy has learned throughout the long term that with regards to the Logans, words are simply words. Trust needs to move past this. Brooke guarantees it won't ever occur from this point forward. Steffy asks how she can make guarantees for her little girl's sake. Brooke figures they ought to simply fail to remember what occurred at the party. According to Steffy, in no way, shape or form, and cautions Trust she'll have her eyes on her. She leaves and Trust murmurs that this is simply one more danger from Steffy. Brooke gawps, "Steffy undermined you?" Trust says that she said thanks to her for not dropping the line, but rather she then, at that point, clarified that assuming she successfully make her believe she's going on to her better half, then the line is dead. Brooke wonders, she's truly clutching this. Trust sneers about her holding on until she was distant from everyone else to drop the bomb. Brooke takes note of that not a solitary one of them are saying she ought not be unglued about what occurred, however she can't hold it over her and weaponize the kiss at whatever point it suits her. Trust has been taking care of the kiss since that evening. She's appreciative that she's allowed the line another opportunity, yet does there need to be surprises? There is consistently a cost to pay and she's worn out on it. Trust chooses to leave and Brooke calls, "Trust, come on," as she leaves. In the fundamental office, Steffy tells Edge and Taylor that Trust's line merits one more opportunity. Trust, then again, she's not entirely certain about. She's certain she'll battle to save the line, and she really believes it should thrive. She knows she's ready, on one condition. Trust avoids my significant other. Taylor sneers. At Il Giardino, Finn is getting takeout when Expectation comes in searching for her father. He says he hasn't seen Elder, and adds that he called ahead to ensure Sheila wasn't working today. Finn tells her he checked in with RJ today, and is certain he'll be all right. Talk goes to the gathering. He's amazed she isn't more invigorated and notes she appears to be worried. "Is it true that you are all right, Trust?" In the principal office, Edge tells Steffy he can't fault her. Taylor concurs, she reserved each privilege to advise Trust. Steffy believes she's transforming into her mom. Taylor explains that it's anything but a commendation. Edge gets it. He thinks perhaps Trust just committed an error and it's pardonable. Taylor thinks Steffy has shown her elegance. It's an unmistakable instance of contending energetically not to turn into her mom that she's gradually transforming into Brooke. Edge figures they ought to assume the best about her. Steffy will be wonderfully amazed assuming she avoids Finn. Edge is certain she will. At Il Giardino, Finn asks Trust, "What's the issue?" She glimmers to Steffy advance notice her and lets him know it's ideal on the off chance that they don't hang out. He actually doesn't see the reason why she kissed him. Might it be said that she was attacking Steffy? Trust doesn't have the foggiest idea, however she thinks often about him to an extreme. Finn simply believes that them should get along. They're major areas of strength for both lovely ladies. Finn's takeout shows up and Trust learns he's purchasing lunch for the medical caretakers at work. He tells Trust he hopes everything would turn great for her and leaves. Trust watches him leave and glimmers to him telling her he'll constantly show up for herself and rubbing her sanctuaries. She recollects that them embracing at Elders and looks contemplative.